Hey everybody, I didn't film this episode, but I did make videos while I was making the episode. So here are the visualizers of the Netherlands with my voice under it, with the podcast under it. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to Behind the Writing, and my name is Miyuki, and I wish you a wonderful journey today. Hey everybody, this is Miyuki from Behind the Writing, and today I'm not gonna film because I'm taking you on a very spontaneous walk through the beautiful fields and the woods of the Netherlands. You will probably hear some wind, some whispering through the leaves, maybe some cyclists who will pass us, but I feel today is the day that I need to say some things. I am currently walking at the place where I used to live. So before I moved to Portugal, I lived in the north of Netherlands, close to the woods, close to the sea, in an apartment. And right before we moved to Portugal, this was kind of our last option to be in nature and to feel like we had space around us, let's say it like that. And I'm walking on this ground again because I really felt this urge to go here, to go back literally where I came from. And it's been so surprising and so interesting to walk here. I feel so grateful right now. I thought maybe I would hate this place because I walked this route that I'm walking right now with my bare foot, and the sun is shining and beautiful clouds, but mostly blue sky. I thought I maybe would hate it or not like it because I walked this thousands and thousands of times, just in my mind, being in my mind. Am I making the right decisions? Do I want to go to another country? What do I think about politics? What do I feel? How do I feel about how people are treating each other in the Netherlands? And it all was too much, and it felt for me that I was in this constant spiral of things and didn't go out. And now that I'm back, I feel like I did so much work on this land. I did so much work on this path, this specific path that I am walking on right now. And there's this beautiful bird in front of me, I think maybe 200 meters in front of me, like a very, very big bird. We call it in the Netherlands a reiger. I have no idea what the English name is, but it kind of looks like I actually also don't know what it looks like, like an ooievaar, but I should definitely work on my bird names. But yes, I am looking around now, turn my head a little bit, turn my body a little bit. All I see is green, few houses, and behind the fields I see huge trees and trees and trees, and I remember this is where I come from. This is the soil where my ancestors used to be. And before, when I went back to my home country, I really felt like almost betrayed by the country. I didn't feel safe, and the chatter of people, it was too much for me. And every time I came back, I actually came unintentionally back. So I just came to visit my family, to play some concerts, and that's it. And this time, because I knew this would be the first time in 3 years that I would be here for longer than 2 weeks. I'm currently here for 3 weeks. I felt I need to set an intention. What is truly important to me? What do I need myself? And then I felt like I need to know where I really come from. Beyond the chatter, beyond the opinions, beyond the people who want to speak to me. What does the country itself, like the soil, the earth, the sky, what does it want to say to me? Where do we come from? So this was my intention, and then I went back here. You could say home. I don't know if it's home. Of course there's nostalgia, but I don't know if it's really home. I think I am home at this stage in my life, and I'm very, very happy with that. And I can feel it more and more, and this is really the invitation that if you do something intentionally, answers will come, because you almost make like this ritual around something. So as I'm walking now very slowly on my barefoot, I think barefoot, on the road, and the wind is coming from the left, so it's coming from the west. I go back with my mind to last week. I played at a festival called Lorelei, and this is a very, very beautiful only women festival, and it's all around healing and self-reflection and self-love and growth and shamanism, and I went there to play, and it was really, for me, I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to play festivals now, I am growing, I do want to grow, I'm going to play there. I had some connections, so I was invited to play there. Didn't think much of it further than that. Was just really open to the experience, and then they said in return you can be on the festival, and it will be a very beautiful experience that you will never forget. And of course every festival likes to say this, especially when there is no money involved or something. So I was a bit like, okay, yes, let's see, you know. And then I feel afterwards completely that something shifted and changed for me. You know, I'm not an advocate for only women's rights or only men's rights. I'm really an advocate for people's rights and equality. But to be with 500 women day in, day out, wow, I get goosebumps right now. But that level of safeness that everybody felt there, and that level of vulnerability, it was really something else. It was really something else. And every day we did sweat lodges, and we drummed on our shamanic drums, and we screamed and we cried and we laughed, and we did everything together. And then you could retreat by yourself and be alone, and we ate together, we did everything. And I felt this tribe, and this there are horses running to the right of my side right now. And I felt this beautiful, ancient, primal power in the lower part of my body, where I was completely disconnected from, to be honest. I was like this walking head, maybe, you know, and I could feel that again, that it's okay to be a woman, and that it's super powerful, and that we are the bringers of life, the givers of life. And wow, it was so intense to experience that and to play in front of these beautiful, beautiful women. And while we were screaming and dancing at a concert of a beautiful woman called Erika Knopp, you should really check her out and her music, because she's amazing. When we were there dancing, while was how do you say, like stamping? I don't know if that's the word, but just with my feet on the ground, very, very hard. I felt I was crying, and there was this mantra in my head that was like, heal this country, heal this country, heal this country. And I felt something was bigger than us. And the rain, there was so much rain going on, and it kept on pouring and pouring. And at one point we were singing, every one of us, let the sun shine in. And we invited the sun, and then we saw the clouds just drifting away. And the sun came, and we were all so touched by it. And if it, you know, people can say, yeah, that's a coincidence or whatever, but it doesn't matter if it is. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be scientific. It's that feeling of magical moments that's created right there, right then. And this is really what life is about, you know. People are waiting for miracles, but they're here. The miracles are already here. I mean, everything is perfectly set up, from the sun to the moon, from the soil to the sand, everything. And we still wait for miracles. Just slow it down, walk through the forests, walk through the fields at night, be with the moon. You know, these things, it will feel magical. And exactly at the moment where you feel bored, and you will sit with the boredom, and you will put away your phone, you will get these insights that no one can ever say to you. Because we think that knowledge comes from other people, and of course it does, you know, partly it does, and sometimes it really clicks. Somebody says something to us and we exactly know that this was what we needed to hear and this is truth. Because we know that, because our body will respond. It's beyond what we want to have or whatever. It's the body that responds, like truth, yes, truth, no, okay. And this is so beautiful, and this comes with this silence and with this, maybe even boredom. And even though this festival was full of programs and healing workshops and all these things, in these moments in between, it was almost like messages came. And this is also why I was silent for a little bit, because I needed to own them. Not own them like it's mine, but more like, okay, let's go and embody it more. And be okay with that truth, you know, because new truths are arising. And maybe they are different than your old truths. And that's okay. And maybe people will say, hey, but last year you said this, or you didn't say this at all, or you thought very different about certain things. Well, that's good. That means that we are growing as people. But yeah, so connecting to our roots, this is really what I wanted to talk about, and all these things have to do with that, because how do we connect to our roots? How do you feel connected to the roots? For me personally, as I said, it's connecting to the soil, it's connecting to the land, connecting to the people who still have the knowledge of our ancestors, who are still willing to be in the silence, who are still willing to be in a country like the country where I come from, to heal others. And I feel so much deep respect, because I just walked away in a way. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was too much. And I went to the most beautiful place on earth. And it's almost like spiritual retirement going there. And it's amazing and it's beautiful for my creative process. But then I'm here and I feel the friction and I feel the opinions and I feel the hurt and the pain and the trauma that it's in this country and the soil and the blood of the people. And then I think about all these people that stayed, that are here to heal the others, even though they're wounded themselves. Because they know, they know they need it. And this really set me to think, I don't want to walk away anymore. I don't want to be somewhere else and be like, oh, my life is so good, and the second I come back to the country where I come from, I feel overwhelmed and I feel disturbed and I feel pain, and go sit with that pain. What is it telling me? For me, it tells me what I'm doing is exactly what I need to do. My medicine is music, and it could be for everybody something else. But I know this is the gift that I got from God or source or universe, or say it how you want to say it. And this is my way of helping and healing people and healing myself. But I don't want to walk away anymore. The other day a friend of mine created a podcast about moving from home, and she said it's very important to know why you're moving. Are you moving because you're in a lot of pain? Or are you moving because you're ready for the next adventure, you're ready to grow? And when I honestly look back to my own journey, I feel like I went away because I was in a lot of pain. But I am now in a different place, and I feel like honesty is the most important thing. Because if I cannot be honest with myself, I cannot be honest with you. I cannot be honest in my music. And the only point of my music is to bring honesty and authenticity to this world. So this is really the invitation to, yes, to feel what means authenticity to you. Where are you still scared or afraid? What do you need? As I said, you will hear some cyclists and people enjoying the beautiful nature here. Hi. I'm walking back. I'm going towards the forest, seeing what the trees have to say to me today. And I think this was it for today. Thank you for listening, if you listened all the way through. And I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you can be in your power. All the love.